Oh, here's bylaw. I'm looking forward to them. Look at this fucking. Let's see how they perform this time.
What were some of the challenges that you found? And if you, in fact, found it wasn't as challenging as you would expect to come back after serving, particularly in a combat role, share with us about your experience and what was helpful for you in making that transition. We're at 866-893-5722. That's 866-893-5722. You can also email us at atcomments@las.com. Please include your location and first name. And our third guest in conversation is the Deputy Medical Center Director for the VA's Greater Los Angeles Healthcare System, John Kuhn. Thank you very much, John. It's good to have you with us today.
Thanks for having me, Larry.
There's been so much criticism over the years of VA-provided health care, long waits and difficulties of veterans accessing care. What are some of the ways in which improvements have been made to...
Let's see how they perform.
Well, let me start by talking about the way VA serves veterans who are unhoused.
You want to show us, Siegfried?
Working with the homeless for over 30 years. And the truth that used to be a fact was that...
Oh, look, he's got a poppy.
And a dozen years ago, the federal government embarked in an effort to end homelessness among veterans, and that commitment was backed up with a substantial amount of resources. And what we've seen in the last dozen years is that veteran homelessness has declined by more than half nationally. And in fact, right now, it's no more likely a veteran will be homeless than anyone in the general population. And we look at the declines in veteran homelessness, it's that decline of over 50% compared to the general population, which if you take out the veteran population, there really hasn't been any decline. And that's really been a result of a commitment and a dedication to provide the resources, the staffing, the services, so that we can have a good ending. We can have a good story here. And that is part of what's happened. So the conception that veterans are somehow damaged or at more risk, veterans have great strengths. And when we allow them to express those strengths, there's real opportunity for them. We just have to make sure we have the resources and the services available.
How are the veterans being housed? Is it through vouchers? Is it through identifying properties that are subsidized directly? What are the ways you're doing that?
So there are a number of paths we take. First, we have things called Section 8 vouchers. These are vouchers that subsidize housing in the community. So a veteran can go with a voucher and get a subsidized rent. We have a thing called the Supported Services for Veteran Families program. That program, in addition to helping in a housing crisis, can help prevent homelessness. So very often, anyone who lives in this area knows how expensive it is to be housed. Rents are very expensive. So we can go in and for a veteran who's at imminent risk of homelessness, pay half the rent through that SSVF program. That's the Supported Services for Veteran Family program I described. We also have a phone number. So if a veteran becomes unhoused, we have enough temporary housing resources. There is no reason for a veteran to be on the street. We know that is the most dangerous place for anyone to be. It's dangerous because their health care is obviously not being taken care of. They're being traumatized on a regular basis. They're victims of crime. We don't want veterans on the street.
Where is that transitional housing being provided?
So it's...
I wonder what's going on down there.
Throughout our catchment area, the Los Angeles catchment area. In fact, I'm going to give your listeners a phone number.
Okay.
So I'm going to pause for just a second. Take out your pen and write down this phone number, which I will repeat. It's a...
Wouldn't imagine Peter's actually talking to him. Oh, he is. Oh, Peter's outside.
They
looks
can
like
get temporary housing that day, and we will provide a lift, so that way, we don't expect a veteran who's unhoused to have a car.
Why doesn't he just use chalk?
Lyft or Uber. That phone number is 310-268-3350. I'm going to repeat that. This is the Veterans Homeless Hotline. It's local. This is for the Los Angeles area. Yes.
Okay.
310-268-3350. 3350. So if you are a service provider, you should have that number. If you are a family member who has, or a friend of a veteran who you worry about because you don't know where they are, they're on the street, we can provide those services. Getting a veteran off the street is the first step. We have enough permanent housing to get everybody housed, but of course we have to know who they are.
Okay, watch. They're going to go west, and they're going to go right past Tacofino. Not to mention, I haven't noticed him give Peter a ticket.
It's about 10%.
We'll see.
Greater LA area, which is still a huge
Watch.
number. And California has a disproportionate share as a state of veterans who are unhoused, and it's for the obvious reasons. The same stressors that all of your listeners face in terms of the cost of living here, cost of housing, is felt even more acutely by people who have lower income. California is the most expensive state for housing in the country, and the lack of affordable housing has profound consequences.
When we come back, I want to ask you about the VA property in West LA, which was provided as a space to have housing for veterans. More than 100 years ago when that land was deeded. So we're going to talk about what's happening with the efforts there to create housing on site. What we're hearing about isn't just efforts to do it in West LA, but throughout the county. We'll continue with John Kuhn, who's VA Greater LA Healthcare Deputy Medical Center Director, Jim Center, who directs LA County Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, and USC Professor of Social Work and retired Army Colonel Carl Castro. It's Air Talk on LAist 89.3, day one of a 5-day series looking at veterans here in Southern California. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
This is LAist 89.3, serving La Habra Heights, Highlands, Marina del Rey, Trabuco Canyon, and the rest of Greater Los Angeles.
LAist is your source for vital news and a place to take a break from it. We bring you reporting that keeps you informed, as well as shows that inspire, delight, and connect you.
Oh, there's Peter there.
It's all possible. Become a member now at laist.com/give. And thank you.
In some parts of the country, juvenile crime is making headlines.
Fuck. I'll find out if he got. Did he give you a ticket? Did he give you a ticket? He says no. No?
I don't know. He didn't give me a ticket.
Okay.
Give you one?
I'm going to find out. I haven't had time to find out. Did he?
It's Air Talk. I'm Larry Mantle. Day one of our 5-day series devoted to veterans.
No, he didn't.
No ticket there?
No, he just talked to me.
That's surprising. Why? Yeah.
What branch of the service are you a veteran?
There's an empty lot up there. You're going to demolish the building, I guess, sometime in the future.
Oh, yeah?
There's an empty lot up there. Margaret of the fucking empty lot.
Hastings.
You know where that 7-Eleven is?
Very good.
No.
Yeah, that whole lot's empty. You know what you should go to? Go to the London Drugs parking lot.
Where's it? Which?
Yeah, share with us your experience when you arrived here.
Yeah?
It's a huge fucking... The London Drugs is closed down. They're demolishing it.
Oh, yeah?
So the parking lot's empty.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, watch. See, they're going to go right by Tacofino's truck.
Help out by...
Yeah, watch. No. Oh, yes, there's a ticket. Impound, yes. Impound, yes. Watch. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Impound, yes. Oh, they did tow it. Surprise, surprise, they finally fucking towed it. Holy fuck. That is surprising. Wow. But I still have to make it down to East Georgia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people clearly working.